Hello guys, welcome to my weekend walkabout. So normally what I do in the mornings on my day off, on weekends, I would have a little walkabout through my garden and see what needs to be done, what's growing, and if there's any places that require special attention. So tulips are growing as expected. I am absolutely in love with hellebores. It's been a few years actually I've been thinking about buying them, but this year I finally did. And they're my absolute favorite. I know I say that a lot. I just noticed there's a big shoot broken. Oh, anyway, on the rose. So the reason I love them so much, it's because obviously the time of the year and then the spectacular performers. It's the reason they're not eaten by anything. Like, they just look so healthy. Normally flowers in my garden are usually bothered by some sort of insects, but hellebores just look so healthy, untouched, and I just admire them so much. I've got another one here, but I cut some to take home from my vase, because the other thing about them is also that they last in vase for, I would say, 2 weeks. Maybe almost 2 weeks. So that's my dicentra. I just took cuttings, basil cuttings. A couple days ago I did the video, and the rest of the plant was undisturbed and it's recovering fine. There was nothing wrong. It keep growing basically day by day, like really speedy. Yeah, so that one is unfortunately, that's the bad thing. I've noticed here, big shoot broken. Oh, I wonder if I can save it. That's not very good. Maybe could potentially save it. Oh, it's a shame. Oh well. So roses are growing quite happily. The other day I put some flowers in a little pond, and that looks so pretty. Just a minute ago, Blackbird have her morning bath. I was trying to take a video, but I didn't manage. It's just a quick bath. Took something thing. I can see I think it's gladioli that's growing, and I'm very happy because normally I've tried gladioli a few times and it didn't survive the winter. What else we've got here? So a few days ago I did cut my kind of borders, did the edging, and that like instantly make the grass and garden more tidy. So that was maybe not this line, but like the line next to trampoline. It looks so much better. I like to do everything in stages. I normally never spend whole day in the garden. I try to divide my jobs little by little, or sections of the garden as well, divided in a little section. Let's say I do left hand side today, then right one, then back of the garden in front. Trying not to, it could be a little bit overwhelming if you're trying to do it. Just need to sort of, hydrangea is having new shoots, that's a good sign. My little container gardening. I know it would be good to. They had violas a lot, but sometimes I struggle to kind of recognize which one is new or which one is. I really, to be honest, struggle because it looks so similar. Oh, this one is that's definitely, and that's probably as well. Yeah, I'm sure. And that one. So what it does, it encourages the plant to produce more flowers, which we want. And I mean, it's good to have seeds as well, and it's kind of sweet when they overseed themselves. But at the moment I think I just want a nice display, because spring is coming and it's just so lovely to have flowers after a long winter. That one's probably, that looks like, yeah, that one for sure. Get rid of that one. I don't need the seeds just now. Little peony that I got last year from Farmer Gracie. It's a coral. It's still very young plant, so we'll see if we'll have any flowers. I did have one or two flowers last year. We'll see this year. And I'm excited about that one. That's a camellia. Camellia Dr. King. I was a little bit worried that when I bought it, it had a lot of little buds, but some of them just fell off. But I've got the first flower here that stayed, and I'm very happy. Camellias are great plants. I mean, especially through the winter, not many flowers have flowers in the winter, so camellia, it's just so beautiful, and it's good to have a beautiful red bright flowers in the winter. And that's my rose, also new. I got a bare root in the autumn, and I planted it here. At the moment I really like all my plants to be in the ground. I think there will be few that, like camellia, I think is gonna stay in the pot, because I want it to have it closer to the house over a winter for a nice display, because we're not spending as much time, like would basically just, if we go, it will just basically be the patio area. For many reasons, there's not much to do in the back of the garden, and another reason is I don't really like walking on the grass in the winter, because it's just that much more tulips. That's great. Another one I planted, looking good, rose I planted in the ground, and everything looks fine here. Lots and lots of tulips that I planted. It was actually so much fun planting those, because I think for tulips to really have a lovely display, you kind of have to plant a lot of them. It's just I mean, one or two. I think I was looking for this amazing display, so I think we planted about 30 here or more. And they are growing. It's very nice feeling. No long for tulips. Okay, as I said, I don't like walking in the grass, but I am, so I'm just gonna use my little tiny path. So that's one of my vegetable beds. What I actually did this year is I decided to mix like plant in between the, like, for example, that's my strawberry, but plant a few tulips just for a little bit of fun. I mean, my garden is very small, and the main sort of purpose of it is just to look pretty, have a nice area. I mean, I think it's great to grow new all vegetables and herbs and fruit and everything, but my garden is really small, so a main purpose of the garden is just to have a nice area to relax, rest, and play even. So that's the main purpose. That's how I just have a little bit of vegetables, just a few ones, and they just mostly fan fruit, strawberries, and I kind of want them to look nice. So what I did this year, I planted tulips in between. So, and I think I also planted, if I remember correctly, that was muscari, but I can't even remember if that what it was. And the same here. The other thing I'm trying to, so that's another one. This one I use chive a lot, almost in everything. Salads, scrambled eggs, sandwiches, cooking. Like even you can sprinkle even on potatoes or pasta. So I use it a lot, and it's such a sturdy plant, and it's March and we already have lots to choose and it's not only useful, like sturdy, but also it's quite pretty. You already have flowers. Look, I'm trying to zoom it. Yeah, I already have pretty flowers. And with this bed, I also planted a few tulips. So this one is just gonna be mostly, basically, chive and flowers. And maybe a little bit parsnip. No parsnip. That's parsley in between. So, and another thing that I'm trying to do for my beds that's actually a little bit interest over the winter. I like to have things like, for example, parsley basically grew, and there's more chive as well, just to keep the slugs away. Grew in the winter, and on that bed I also have strawberries, so over the winter they don't really look completely empty, and something is going on. So kinda, I don't know, it's just in my opinion. And since it's like a really lovely day, I think we're gonna have a breakfast in the garden. Why not? Lovely sunny. That's it. Hey, and breakfast ready. Oh, lovely. Basically, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and that's time to make breakfast. And I hope you have a lovely Sunday, and goodbye.